I'll make sure these things are, yeah, they're muted. I hate when they talk on accident. That's so bad during a game. I want to ping a few different discords. Real quick. Probably get banned from some of these discords for doing it, but fuck it. Oh, they can hear us. Whoops. What's up, everybody? Back at it again. Spring Slapdown. Still round one. Almost wrapped up here. We got a match right now and one more tomorrow, and that'll wrap up round one. Today we got some new faces that I'm not really familiar with a lot of them. Raiding Party and TAW. I'll go over them in a sec. I'm here with Zumpy. How's it going, Zumpy?
Hey, what's up, man? Good to be here.
Yeah, good to have you back too. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, I am back. Okay. Where was I? Oh yes, how's it going, Zumpy?
Oh, it's good, man. I'm excited for this set. This looks like two pretty balanced teams.
I think it will be Elo-wise. I'll go over a few of the players because most of us aren't familiar with them. Raiding Party has Lily Bear. She's their S tier. about a 1750 1v1 elo. In Green Heaven is a C. He's about 1450-ish, and Hestia is also 1450, a C tier. For TAW, they have two Bs and a C, but the Bs are both higher than the Cs of the other two team. They have freaking Phil, he's about a 1600. Gothfather, 1500, and Irion, who pretty much is also a 1500. So
Yeah, really strong teams. Because I think the tournament has shown that 1400s are a lot better than probably 1400 a year ago, right? So
right,
I think Elo scales pretty coolly, and like 14 and 1500s are nothing to slouch at now. Like, guys know how to play.
yeah, it's crazy how much what used to be considered low, like everyone's getting so much better. I think the team vision even has changed a lot, where
Definitely.
a weaker player at 1300 before the vision change was a lot worse because you had to ping all the time. Now these armies aren't getting caught out and stuff. Kind of made everyone better, especially the lower players.
Yeah, for sure. I think T90 doesn't even include 1000 elos in his low elo legends anymore because he says they're too good. So that just kind of shows you, like 1400s are really good. So I'm excited for this set. We should see a lot of army, a lot of aggression.
Right. J-Dub says, Zumpy casting, hide your kids.
Nah, that's only when I'm playing, man.
Right. I think you'll be a lot more chill casting, it's
Yeah, for sure.
pretty chill in the casting booth, not gonna lie. I think the draft is ready.
Awesome.
Or it's about to be. Just waiting for them to ready up. And it'll be interesting hearing some new people, new voices. I really don't know. I know a little bit about, I think Hestia played with me a little bit. And TAW did a little sparring, but I haven't really spoke with these people much except for just now with the spy cams. That was about it.
I'm assuming Lily Bear is a girl?
Yes, she's a girl. She's the best player on Raiding Party, and Phil, I think. Yeah, Phil is the best player on TAW.
Yeah. We saw a little like show match practice match with them, and they looked pretty solid.
Team TAW.
And yeah, and considering they're a clan, I'm sure they play together all the time. Their comms and their coordination's probably pretty rock solid.
Yeah, they have a lot too. I think they have 2 subs and 3 players, so they're like a 5-person team. And even Raiding Party, they have a 4th person in there right now, which is fine. I know initially I said only 3 people in chat, but that's just during game. If you have subs, they can be in there right now while you draft, in between games, but not during a match. No backseating or anything like that during a match.
Yeah, no coach.
Yep, this is not a coaching tournament, although I think that could be cool in the future. We had one planned a while back for a show match, but it never happened. I wonder if they realize. Ready.
I always liked the LAN like CS:GO events where they got the coach behind him. He's like grabbing people's shoulders and leaning in and telling them like different strategies and stuff.
Okay, looks like Raiding Party's ready. We're just waiting on. Wait, these both say Hestia. I think we need a new draft. So something must have happened. Somehow Hestia clicked them both, it looks like. I'm gonna get a new draft real quick. Yeah, which Hestia, man?
It's like, wait, it's all Hestia? Always has been. The
Hestia versus the Restia. We'll fix this real quick. New draft.
I hope this goes to 3 games because I know last set was a lot of fun to play in. Getting to use like all your civs and all the maps and everything.
Yeah, I'm getting to see it all. Only one set out of 6 now. Only one hasn't gone to game 3. So this new tier balancing system has actually worked out quite well, it seems like. Back and forth matches. Liked it a lot.
So another interesting thing is the winner of this set will go on to play Combine Bob's team,
Oh, really?
which are pretty solid. Yeah, scary team in my opinion.
That's rough. And the loser, I wonder, since they haven't quite started. Let's see the brackets. Loser of the set will drop down to. They'll play the Drunken Potatoes.
Hmm.
And the winner will play Bob's team. Okay. I think both those matches could be hard, but we'll see what these teams are made of. We don't really know.
Yeah, yeah. I think practice and preparation goes a long way in this tournament because the maps are so. I mean, they're most of them are standard maps, but uh, especially like beach fight. I think if you practice a lot on beach fight, you're gonna secure the win.
Yeah, like look at Bob's team or Meme Machine. I feel like they were so prepared for that map. They looked
Yep.
Giga strong, regardless of that team missing a player or anything like that. I think that team might have won that set anyways. Who knows? But they're definitely the most prepared team in the tournament, I would say right now.
Yep.
Rage
Bands coming in.
casting. Will we?
Britons in Spanish.
Yeah, I like the Britain ban. Spanish. Now the maps are African Clearing and Golden Pit, so the Spanish is probably because of African Clearing.
Yeah.
Now I know they don't build TCs faster anymore, and conks lose a pierce, so they're not as scary, but conks are still conks.
Oh yeah, they're still a crazy unit. A guy with a gun on a horse in a game full of swords and shields.
Pretty nasty. So Gurjara banned from TAW.
That's pretty standard. I think Jars are still really strong.
Yeah, you don't always see it with the team who has first pick, but maybe they didn't want to play Gurjaras, so they don't want the other team to have them.
Turks, we want no Castle Age gunpowder. I guess unless you're Bohemians.
Yeah, the gunpowder list is running low. You know what? When you say Berbers aren't as good on the map, now 5% slower, I've tested it. They can pull those elephants just fine even with the 5%. I think the nerf was more for the Berber laming strat. They'll fighting. That's my take on it. They still pull just fine. You can do the Gigafar pulls. But it is
Look at this prioritization on the map on the Civ picks.
Hindus right out the gate. I don't mind that. And then we see Franks, a good golden pit
Vietnamese
civ.
first pick. These guys are drafting for African clearing.
Yeah. Now it was their map. No. African clearing is raiding. No. TAW's map. So Hestia, who's raiding party, Vietnamese right away. And there's some top tier archer civs still available. Saracens are 5-0 on beach fight.
Slavs, I'm sure, have a really high win percentage as well.
Yeah, I could check while we look at this.
Mongols, I think they're pretty good on just about every single map.
And they probably are African clearing. There's so much hunt. Not probably, I think they are. We're going to see them there. I'd be shocked if we don't. Maybe the first map there's a lot of hunt too, like you can get to later. Beach fight.
Mm-hmm.
So you're asking about Slavs. They're actually 2-2 right now in this tournament, 50%. And Khmer are surprisingly 0-4. They have not won a game. But I still think they're great.
Yeah, they have to be good. I think that's just kind of a anomaly.
Yeah. But the Saracens, no surprise there. 5-0, Giga strong.
Melt those buildings.
Yep. Now you do have to get ahead for that to work, but I mean, everyone has so much damn wood on that map too. They're coming up on selling the wood. There's a lot of
Yep.
reasons they're good.
Oh, then we got Khmer.
Yeah, maybe this will be the first win they get. We saw the first reverse team lose a beach fight and come back. Unfortunately, that was your team to be a part of it, but you guys put up a great fight yesterday.
Thank you, thank you.
Chinese.
Do you want to make a prediction real quick? Who do you think will win the set, and what do you think the score will be?
I think it's definitely going to 3. Just looking at the elos, I know elo can be way off. I don't think there's a big enough advantage for either team to lose or win 2-0. Civ wise, I was gonna say I'm liking the right more, but I mean the left has the Khmer, they have the Mongols, Ethiopians, and Hindus. But I do love the Berbers and the Vietnamese on probably African Clearing. Although they have Golden Pit, they're also super meta there, the Berbers.
Yep. I'm gonna make an early prediction. I'm gonna say 2-1 Hestia, or raiding party.
Raiding
Just
party 2-1.
Just to make it interesting. Still no Slavs.
If I had to give one team a slight edge, when it comes to best player, I would give it to Raiding Party. But the second and third are kind of better on the other team.
TAW.
Yeah.
Yep.
Four and four says, gotta love my Slavs being picked early. Oh, wait. Wait, have they been picked?
No.
Wow. That's very interesting. No one wants Slavs on beach fight. Could mean TAW's already got their beach fight civ with Khmer.
Yeah, maybe Khmer, Ethiopians, Tatars, something like that. Probably pretty strong.
Yeah, Portuguese are 3-0 this tournament. They haven't lost either. No Saracens. Are Saracens not going to be drafted? I feel like they're not. You got this far without them in the draft.
Incas. Hype.
Yes, we got people wondering why there's no Slavs picked. I don't know, maybe they haven't practiced beach fight.
Well, it looks like they're trying to just mind game each other for African clearing, which is very funny.
Everyone's all in on African clearing. Watch it not
Massive
even.
African clearing mind game.
All I know is we better see African clearing today. Who would have to lose game 1? TAW would. Or TAW could win game 1 and lose game 2. And we could also see it.
Oh, this was a draft.
Yeah, and the Goths last pick. There could be maybe it's not used, maybe it is.
So the right side, first glance, has 4 fully upgraded Arbalest civs. So that could be an issue.
The left side's definitely lacking. Like Ethiopians, top tier. Khmer doesn't get thumb ring. Yeah, they really don't have top tier archer civs. I like raiding parties draft more. When it comes to the archer civs at least. Maybe not all the even the African clearing civs. Yeah, I think raiding party definitely outdrafted here. But we'll see how
you can tell with their bans and their prioritization in the picks, they were definitely not trying to get memed in African clearing.
Right. Fenith, good to have you here. Thanks for the follow.
Hindustani is, I guess, for Golden Pit pocket.
Hindustanis. Yeah, actually there. I mean, they could even be good on African clearing, right? Run a bunch of camels around.
I think they want to know the server. Probably just East US if that's where everybody is.
Bob's on it. Good looking out, Bob.
The co-caster that's not even in the casting booth.
Yeah. Okay, there's the game ID. We're gonna get right into this. Oh, I need to start my game.
Guess I could actually.
Is that how you make it do the link? By putting that?
Yeah.
Ah, I never knew that. Good to know.
I'm excited. Beach fight. I'm trying to think of what civs will get picked here, because like we said, neither side have Slavs. TAW has Khmer.
Yeah, TAW's got to go with Khmer. Unless they're, I mean, they're so low on archer civs.
I guess Poles can flex. Poles can do either.
But there's not a
It's
lot of
just you're
space for
gonna get
them, right?
outpaced.
Is there a lot of
Yeah, you're.
space for their fullworks on this map?
There's not.
And
Also, with
there's
a civ
no
like Pole.
stone. There's no stone on this map. So, I don't think you go poles here. But,
Yeah. The other thing too, regardless of the map, is a civ like Poles will still get outpaced by a civ like Mayans or Britons or something like that. Even though they get the fully upgraded Arbalest, doesn't mean that they're necessarily the best civ for it.
right. I think it'll definitely
Teuton.
be Khmer. Teutons could actually work. True, for
Cheap
Hestia's team.
farms.
Although you start with farms. Still good. Frank's is probably Golden Pit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking for sure. Although Hestia will probably play Chinese as a flank on Beach Fight because of the farm bonus. That's a really good pickup. I wanted to draft Chinese yesterday. I can't remember if we did or not.
I like them a lot on Beach Fight. Them, Portuguese. Although, wait, I have an opponent tomorrow. Maybe I shouldn't say all my. I'm just gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up actually. I like the Turks, and who else is my favorite there? Oh, Spanish flank is great. Spanish archers. Maybe Bulgarians.
You know, it's funny. I'm looking at the list of civs at the bottom, trying to say like a really bad civ, and the devs have buffed all these civs so much that there isn't a bad civ. Like they're all
Which
really strong right
you
now,
like
I
to
think.
see that, like if something's weak, that's what a lot of games tend to do, like MOBA games. If there's heroes that are weak or not played, they tend to try to buff those ones. Maybe even overbuff them a little bit sometimes, so they jump to the top.
Yeah, I guess like Celts. Celts see no love in team games unless it's Black Forest or something.
If they put a password, the game's not observable, is it? Or do I just put the password into spectate? No
I don't know.
password.
They should just
No password.
allow.
These are teams that are new to this whole thing, I think.
Yeah, I think these guys just queue up ranked all the time. And gal. I should stop saying guys.
I know there's not usually a. Well, there is sometimes, but there's not usually a chick on teams. The ratio is definitely a very low percentage of players are female in this community, I feel like. Or gaming in general, actually. There is a female in one of these teams. Yes, Lily Bear from Raiding Party is their S tier player.
Yeah, I was looking at her peak. It's like 1846, I think, which is really good.
Yeah. RC, yes, we know you miss Paige. Yeah, I do miss Paige. She could have casted tomorrow for my game, and we'd have the little spy cams and everything. But Ray's gonna cast it. Maybe he can do the spy cams. I'll talk to him about it. What's happening? Let me see. I think they're still trying to figure this match
Yeah,
out.
I I didn't realize until I rewatched the VOD how long it kind of takes for the stream to catch up while the players are setting up the game. You know, like setting up the game and getting everything straight takes a while. Takes
Right.
longer than you think. Oh, Sammy wants to know what happened with
Oh, with
Paige.
Paige. I mean, last tournament, last thing we heard was she was gonna be super busy. I don't know. I hope everything's okay. I really don't know what to tell you, Sammy. Hopefully she'll be back, but I guess time will tell.
All right, we're getting a third rehost. Third time's the charm.
Man, it is freaking perfect weather in California right now.
Yeah, it's really nice here in Maryland as well.
This time of year, like it gets to like 100, 110 in the summer here in Fresno, but right now it's like so nice. Thank you for the follow, Phil.
We're allowed to watch stream in between matches.
Like in between to just kind of check in. I don't think I ever made a rule about it. Can people cheat by doing that? What is there to really... I don't mind it. Do you guys think there's anything wrong with in between games popping in stream?
Well, so we kind of had the same question because we felt exactly like they did, and they want to listen to the stream to not like miss out on something.
I'm just gonna
You
say
know,
yes. Yes. Anyone that wants to pop in between games, go for it. I don't mind it. If you want to type, I guess even whatever. There's no cheating by popping in between games. So go for it. I'll make a rule about it where it's fine. Thank you for the follow, Gothfather. Gothfather is from team TAW, as is freaking Phil. One of these players in Green Heaven. That's kind of a long name. Like, call them
yeah.
IGH.
Yeah.
Heaven.
And what? It's like
Green.
1450, right?
Yeah, 1450.
And
Hestia
it's pretty
also.
cool. There's no like weak link through this set, which
Right.
is cool.
The lowest player would be Psycho, who is a sub from Raiding Party. About 1,000 elo. But maybe they have something planned on one of these maps where Psycho jumps in. I don't really know. A lot of these teams are just playing for fun, and it's a bunch of friends. And then the other team, the D tier Reaper loses. I think he was lower before when he was made a D tier. He's now at 1370, which is fine. If players improved after the original seeding, nothing against that. If an E tier becomes a C tier, go for it. Dega AOE, thanks for the follow.
What if I've surpassed S tier, Spencer? And what
That's
happens?
that's not allowed. So you're gonna have to get I don't know. Need an F tier.
Oh.
But two A tiers can definitely hang with two S tiers. You guys showed that yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. I think Sammy's very very strong. Sammy played Tatar's flank on a beach fight, so I'm assuming we'll see Tatar's flank here. I'm trying to picture where these civs are gonna be on beach fight.
Right. I think the match. Yes, the game is up. Just load it up for y'all. I'll share for you, Zumpy. Oh no, is there a spec delay?
Yikes.
It says a minute. Is it a minute because they're loading, or can you see spec delay
Nah,
anywhere?
It must have a spec delay.
Youch.
You wanna hop in there and
We could rehost it or this one, I guess, not listen in. I feel like it's so delayed already.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll fix it next round. Just gonna let them play. We won't do the spy cams because it's not really gonna work if they're delayed 2 minutes on the chatter. That's the main reason why the games need to be live, because we can't listen in if they're not. Maybe drop the settings thing in there, Bob, the link to what the settings should be for a match, if you can. There this. Alright, game 1. Underway. Where is my capture? Okay. Here we go.
Alright, check out the civs.
So Mayans, Franks, and Magyars from Raiding Party. And Mongols, Tatars, Khmer. So the Mongols are here for the hunt.
Frank flank.
Wait, Frank flank?
Lily Bear.
Are they double calving it? I assume that's the point of that. Now we see pings. And Reaper is trying to mess with the sheep of Lily Bear.
Already a little lame action going on.
Yeah, so he ran beeline. Well, no, he didn't. He just kind of curved that way, which I like. Lily Bear hasn't found any sheep yet. Meanwhile, Godfather also stole some sheep of in Green Heaven.
Raiding party scouts are gonna get really strong in feudal age because you've got an eagle, you've got Magyars and Franks,
Oh, that's
so they could be looking to end the game quick with their starting scouts.
Yeah, I kind of have a feeling, and the Tatar. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong ones. Tatars are the other. Never mind.
Yeah, it's the Tatars if they get a hill. Oh, and they've got that Mongol bonus for searching out there. That's huge.
Oh, that's a good point, especially on this map. Maybe that was part of the plan to go, because look, both the flanks actually went forward immediately with their scouts. The way they curved, I'll look at the vision in a sec after the scout fight, that Lily Bear, I think, is clearly winning, if I'm not mistaken. Well,
50-50.
I don't know, actually. Yeah, that was pretty close. You can't lose a scout here. It's too important.
Yeah, especially a Frank scout gets that power spike.
But if you notice, like, Godfather went towards IGH, and Lily... No, actually...
And Reaper went towards Lily. Yeah.
Yeah, Reaper went towards Lily, yep.
Yeah, it's gonna take us a little bit to get these names right
Yeah,
because we're not familiar with them.
I'm already messing it up.
It's all good.
Wow, this is the most like early scout shenanigans we've seen. With Lamine going
Oh.
after stuff, and he doinks a sheep. Godfather doinks one of IGH's sheep.
So you're just gonna try to kill him?
And what's the idle time behind this? Ooh,
Ooh, in
IGH
Green
is
Heaven.
idling behind this. Yeah, in Green Heaven is.
Yeah, he's microing. Oh, the hill. That eagle's very strong in Dark Age.
Right. Idle time alone though, that's a big win for Team TAW when it comes to in Green Heaven. Being kind of behind over a Vil, almost 2 Vils.
Yeah, if you look at the top, 2 villas behind right now.
Yeah.
I
And
guess
that's
Mayans.
that's the Mayans. They're actually supposed to be ahead.
Yeah. Well, they'll be ahead once everybody researches Loom.
True.
Interesting here. Yep. Khmer pocket. I've seen a lot of talk about people saying Khmer can be flank here, and we're not seeing it
No one
throughout the
is.
sets.
Yeah, no one's doing it. I don't know. Maybe it's because the Saracens are so good and there's other top tier. I thought we'd see it like from Sammy because he loves his quick ups, but hasn't happened. Jonas tried it, but not as archers. That's a little different going scouts. We haven't seen it with archers. A lot of pings going on. Whoa.
Yeah, green flaring in the middle.
Look at
Yep,
these
that's what I was gonna say.
walls.
That I didn't know if that was a spectator thing or not. I saw the green in the middle.
This is a first. This is a Giga team wall. Are they trying to FC? On? No, they're not FCing. They're up.
I actually like this.
Yes, this is very
This is
interesting.
pretty cool.
This is a first. So TAW kind of busting out a completely different strategy from what we've seen. And they're just going to wall it all the way. Then the backs will be exposed, but... Oh. There's no Saracens.
Yeah, we were thinking even like Ethiopians on this map, and you just outpost the middle with
Right.
the new outpost bonus.
The wood outpost. I honestly was kind of thinking someone might do that too. I've been loving Ethiopians lately just because of that. Drop those things everywhere.
Ooh, Lily Scout.
And he says, come here, flank strong, very fast uptime. I agree. We just haven't seen it, and it looks like we might not see it in round 1 of this tournament because it hasn't happened yet, and it's not happening today.
They don't get Gambesons. This is yeah. We actually need to be talking about which of these civs get Gambesons right now.
I
The new meta.
don't even. I almost need a list
I'm joking.
of like which ones do because I think when Hunting's team plays, we're gonna see some Gambesons, and same with your team. Maybe you guys don't have the hardest
I think
matchups.
we're gonna. Yeah.
Gonna need a list for that. Obviously not today, cause yeah. And there's no stone. You can't do like a tower follow up. Otherwise, Bulgarians with Gambesons would look kind of good here, maybe.
This is crazy. I wouldn't have guessed this if you gave me all day to think about it. That they'd
Right?
wall like this.
It's so creative, too. Like this was a plan. This wasn't in the moment. Like, hey, look at the map, guys. Let's wall it this time. Like this was planned. Oh, there's a
I
hole
mean, it's
right
a lot of idle time and resources, but if you're not losing vills at home, like, could definitely be worth it if you're more of a slower player. You like setting
Yeah.
up those walls and sitting behind them.
And we do see Lily going with the scouts flank. Kind of expected that. We have seen it once with Jonas, as RC pointed out. Purple gonna get a scout stuck in that. Estia chasing down one of Godfather's scouts. It's gonna die once it turns, or it might even hit it before. The freaking Phil on the move.
Yeah, freaking Phil's unstable. Yep.
Right into Hestia. There's also something going on here.
Not prioritizing the front of his base to wall, prioritizing the back in yellow's base. He's gonna lose vills there.
Yeah, I think that's a mistake here.
Yeah.
Although, against them walling the sides, that might be where their pressure eventually comes from. Close the stable forward. No, it's not. How do reinforcements get to your army with the walls?
Stonewalling the middle. They do not want anything coming through that middle.
Oh my gosh. This is a first. Now we do see Hestia lost a Vil. Yeah, that was a moment ago. It's very interesting. Let's just, to say the least, the way this is playing out. If I guessed 100 ways I thought this would go, I never would have guessed this one.
Ooh, that hurts.
With the walls across the middle.
That hurts. I wonder, considering Tatars is against double scouts, right? Unless red comes over. I wonder if he will go spearmen or like camels, something basically just like anti-scout,
This,
anti-knight in Castle
I
Age.
don't like fighting the Tatars up this hill. I mean, even
Yeah,
the
that's bad.
numbers they have, that's kind of not the thing to do here.
Is there a hole between that house and the woodline? The teal house. Sorry, that's not very descriptive at all. The teal house next to the archery range.
Oh, right there. Guess I don't have. I
No,
don't.
next to the range. Yeah.
Oh, yes, right there. Yes, yes. Maybe
Yeah.
there too.
All that walling and
I
they're
see
not walled.
a 1v1 on the left, and the scouts are rotating. This could be a big cleanup, but at the same time, there's a double going on in Lily Bear's base. Bills are going down. Kind of contained. Let's see what happens here.
I think I like this better for TAW.
The archers are doing great, actually. The 1v2, there's a spear. The spear's not going down. Is Godfather going to win this 1v2? I think so. Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, outmassing the Mayans with Mongols. Very cool.
Wow.
And now they're going to break out and rotate around on Lily Bear's base.
Now the Vills are tied, but Godfather or you know what? We're delayed. I'm just gonna fix that real quick. I'm already kind of confused. So TAW and raiding party.
Sorry, do I keep calling it Hestia?
It's because it's up there. I mean, it just happens.
Yeah.
Because I said Godfather's Wait, that's Team TAW.
Yeah.
Ooh, the tower.
I wonder if you're seeing a bit of the Elo show with lumber camp placements, because purple, she put hers in the back, and like red's is in the front.
And the front
So
is
both, yeah,
It's not where you
very
want on this map.
harassable. Those are like the little things that you have to think about that separate, a couple hundred Elo in the mid levels. It's like little decisions like that. Purple on skirms now, adding that range. Yikes.
Now this is like kind of a 1500 versus a 1400. Godfather does have more elo than Green Heaven. And he's doing so well. Like the scouts have been here.
Yeah, he's playing really well. He's gonna win this fight, Red. Oh.
Yeah, like he's literally winning a 1v2.
Yeah, this is looking really good for TAW. I picked raiding party.
Yeah,
as, my little prediction.
I think you picked TAW actually, if I remember. Did Zumpy say TAW? I thought you said TAW.
I said Hestia.
Oh, okay.
Which at the time I thought was we now know is raiding party.
Somehow the Vil advantage is actually in raiding party's favor, but the military is just skyrocketing.
Yeah, and they have all the pressure. The villager efficiency rate, I don't know where that is, but I'm sure it's better for TAW. Oh yeah, and they're both up. Yeah, Clark's got a great.
Yes, that's true. They're definitely ahead on Vils actually behind that uptime.
So I'm curious, and like if Clark or Combine Bob or Sammy wants to say this in the chat, or really anybody, I don't know when to go to the hunt on this map. Like, is it late feudal? Yeah, I don't really know like the meta.
People are pulling their wood line after their buildings are up and going.
Oh, see, Clark goes there in early feudal.
Yeah, I think he gets his buildings up and he's going with woodline Vils. That you don't need a lot of wood on this map, and other people too. I think it's the same thing.
Because like blue is Mongols, right? So he sends 6 villagers down there, and he just eats it up. I mean, you're gonna have 1,500 food in no time.
And the TC, oh man, it's looking. Actually, did the Mongol? The Mongol never went there.
Yeah, no, they haven't. Oh, this is brutal. Tatar's got the thumb ring in.
They're in big trouble. I think the double scouts play got super punished.
What is Reaper's elo? I know that he's gotten help, but he's dominating the 1800 over there.
Wait, this is Reaper loses? This is their D tier player. He's up to 1370 1v1 Elo. I didn't even realize. That's
Oh,
one of their
hold on now.
subs.
We might have to check who's playing on these accounts or something.
Because he's actually looking maybe the
Yeah, he's
best
been
in
putting
this game.
solid. Maybe Tatars are just that dominant here. To be fair, he is against the scouts opening, which I don't think
And
is
he
the
got the
best.
double, kind of,
Yeah,
where this side was a double team that lost.
yeah, they took some really bad fights against the hill as well.
Yeah, I think they needed scout armor.
Green gonna sack some cav units here to kill some red vills.
Knights are in. We're going to see the GG, I think. Lily Bear is on her way up. I mean, all the bases are being hit.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because ooh, you'll go to the pocket. Yeah, it is interesting, Clark, huh? Like it's
Maybe
uh
Hestia, I don't know, it could be the pressure. They thought Lily could deal with it more. I'm not sure. It is weird. Because you want that player untouched and like carrying hard, I feel like. Here, the Franks player is kind of forced into skirms. And now the Vil advantage is just getting out of hand. The military's double.
ooh,
The gold
yeah.
value's double.
It's kind of interesting though. The score is only 500 apart, which is sort of one of those situations where they're gonna keep playing, but from our kind of God view, it looks really, really bad.
Yeah, it's not even close, but to them, they're like, oh, look at the score. We're still in it.
Yeah,
There's the GG. They know they're out of it too.
GG called.
GG is called. TAW takes game 1. Now, I want to make sure...
That was domination.
Yeah, it was. A lot of things went wrong early. Reaper stole sheep. Some idle time from In Green Heaven with the scout shenanigans. And I think these walls were kind of cool. I think without them, they're still completely fine the way it played out. I don't know if they were
Yeah.
needed or not.
Yeah, we might have to drug test Reaper or something. What's going on here?
Right.
1300.
Well, I don't know what he's on, but he...
Playing out of his mind.
Yeah. And at the same time, maybe if it's archers he's against, could be different. We haven't seen
Yeah.
double scout do well here.
Yeah, double scout's one of those things, I think, where if it works, you look like a genius. If it doesn't work, you look not like a genius, I'll say, to put it nicely.
Yeah, you look kind of like, what's going on here?
KD, brutal.
Yikes. Reaper.
Absolutely brutal.
Even the Godfather, who was kind of 1v2'd, pretty good KD. Hunting doesn't like the strat. The double scouts, I assume.
We have to send a stool sample for the finals. Sammy's funny.
Right.
That was a pretty quick game. That's like early Castle Age.
Yeah, I want to take a look. I'm going to start doing this more, the eco KDs. So there was actually 0 Vils killed by raiding party this game. Godfather 15-0, Reaper 9-0, freaking Phil 13-0. Wow. But I guess the wall kept them out of their ecos.
Yeah, the wall seemed... It's a big investment, but seemed to work out.
Could be why they were kept out. Partly. Go back to the Civ draft. So we saw the Tatars, Mongols, and Khmer. Khmer finally got their win. First win of the tournament. Mongols, Tatars. And then we saw the Mayans, the Franks, and the Magyars fall.
Yeah, so let's see where these prioritizations picks. Oh, Franks and Mayans were second and third.
That hurts.
So what's raiding party's home map?
Golden Pit.
Golden Pit. So we'll probably see. No, Berbers are for African clearing. So I guess we'll see Lithuanians, Portuguese,
Teutons, maybe?
Malians? What do Teutons do? Men at Arms Towers or
Well,
something?
pocket.
Flank?
Oh, wait, we have
Oh,
Lithuanians,
but they have
though.
Lith, yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought Chinese would be used. Like, I don't really see another map where they get used
African
because
clearing.
of the farm bonus. Chinese are good on
They're
African clearing.
amazing on it because they go right to shorefish and there's hardly any idle time. The villas appear when you build your TC and you're up. I
Oh,
forget how many
okay.
villas.
Yeah, I don't even mess. I don't mess with Chinese or Huns with Nomad starts. Don't mess with either one of them.
Well, normal nomad, not so much. Not so good. Oops, what did I
Golden Pit.
just
This is
click?
awesome. I better see a pocket proxy base. Then the other side, Hindustanis, Ethiopians, Incas, Koreans, maybe.
Yeah, maybe Poles aren't bad on Golden Pit, right?
I don't think so. No, you get more gold from the stone, so you don't have to go to the middle. I guess isn't as
You get the castle up
crucial.
easier
Yep.
in the middle. So probably Poles, Ethiopians, Koreans, maybe Incas.
Something like that. Well, no, I think Koreans are probably for. Aren't Koreans good on African clearing? Because you just
Oh,
go
war
like unique
wagons.
unit. Yeah, you get like scouts into war wagons or something.
Yes, that's a good point.
And then like Huns, Hindustanis, Goths. I hope are some sort of meme pick here.
Let's see if the game is still in the lobby. We will get some spy cams in this time. There's no delay. I hope. I wonder if there's any substitutions going on. Nope, it's all the same players.
I mean, I doubt they're gonna swap out for 1,000 elo a person.
Right.
Unless some sort of like emergency happened or something. I mean,
And the way Reaper loses just played. You keep that
yeah.
guy in.
S tier. His promotion.
First to castle. Big old death ball.
Time for Big Daddy polls.
Now,
100 bits
this
from
is gonna.
Sheep.
That's a donation, right? Bits.
I think, yeah, yeah.
Thank you, sheep. Good looking out. I don't know why I don't have a noise. Maybe I need to. Do bits usually make a sound? No.
I think they make the little like jingle.
Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that. It is for Big Daddy Poles in the tourney. Is Sheep a big Poles fan?
He loves polls.
Ah.
Yeah, Sheep puts a lot of historical influence on his civilizations in the game.
I see you guys have a channel on Full Work that has like. Maybe it's historical stuff? It's always something kind of interesting.
Yeah, there's some big history guys in there.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Oh boy, more rehosts.
Oh, do I need to tell them? History nerds, we are. Nerds.
So the second round, I know we're kind of jumping ahead, but the second round, the starting map is Team Acropolis, right?
Yes. Team Acropolis
That'll be
opener.
interesting.
Because these past tournaments, I feel like the opener gets kind of stale after a while. Like, oh, here we
Yeah.
go again. Here we go again. So, like, mixing it up, now we get to see some cool maps. Like, maybe we wouldn't even see Team Acropolis this tournament if it wasn't forced next round. Although, my team did pick it. So, hopefully we'll see it. Oh, wait. That means we would have to lose the game. I would actually rather not see it. Never mind.
Seems like we had a crash. That's very unfortunate. I know I've been crashing quite a bit.
From the game right now? Oh, I crashed.
Yeah, it's like the Hestia crashed.
Okay. So there was a crash.
So tell me the civs you think in their positions for TAW. For Golden Pit.
For Golden Pit, I would say... I think you go with Pole's Pocket here.
Bull's
They
pocket.
do have Huns. They only... Oh, they have Hindustanis.
They've got kind of three pocket civs.
I kind of like
Or Goths.
I like Hindustanis on African Clarion, so I think it's going to be Poles, Goths, the new infantry buff.
Do you just boom as the pocket? Tell your flanks to deal with it.
Thanks for the heads up, Phil. And thanks DE for all the nice crashes that come with every new version. Lefty Sexton, I found Zumpy. Yeah, Zumpy's pretty popular after last night's match. That's what people wanted, more Zumpy.
Oh, Jonas isn't here though. Jonas was taking a liking.
Right? That was hilarious yesterday. Whoever was losing, they just wanted the spy cams on them. They like salt, a lot of the viewers. My favorite part yesterday was your guys' celebration. We caught that. You guys were all pumped up.
Yeah, I mean, I think the most viewed like Age of Empires clips are like MBL freaking out about like arena and stuff. It's not people happy. It's the salt.
Hilarious. That's like what people remember. Kind of like bad news sells.
Yep.
All the worst stuff that's going on, that's what people want to watch. Oh, I must not have alerts right on here, because what the heck, man. Thank you for the sub. Sheep. Prime subs in the house, love it. I went through and I thought I fixed alerts on everything, but obviously on this scene, they're not working.
Spencer, you got to be like those huge streamers that every like 20 seconds remind the chat that there's Twitch Prime. Do you have Amazon Prime? If so, link it with your Twitch and you can get a free Prime subscription.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I have one too. I don't really watch a lot of streams. I guess I used to use it on pages because I hate ads. I don't know. I kind of follow our community more than like the Viper or anything like that. I don't watch them that much.
Actually, well, he's on Facebook.
Oh, see, I don't even know. I don't watch them at all. I used to maybe for a time, but fix notifications. I'm putting a little note. Rehost now. Same civs, I assume. Yes. Same civs.
I was trying to check some of these accounts earlier to see if these players were warming up, and it seemed like Hestia was.
Hestia.
I don't know. TAW seemed warmed up in that game.
They probably were too. We don't even know what discords these guys are in, or oh no, I know where one of them comes from. Other than that, not sure. I'm not seeing this lobby. Unable to join.
Maybe you hop in a VC or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna sometimes typing a player's name works.
I believe it's Golden Pit, Sammy. Spelled golden wrong.
If you guys are still in chat from the match. Oh, I see it. Never mind. They're good to go.
Here we go.
All right, we got the snow version. That's cool.
Hype, hype.
And we're catching up.
Pulse flank.
Bulls flank. So yeah, they're kind of low on archer civs.
And they once again have Lily Bear on the flank with a Cav Civ. Hunting X is blood pressure is about to go through the moon. Berber's picked here. So
I like the Berbers.
this is interesting. Yeah, but they're African clearing.
Yeah, right. But they're also very meta on this map. Like the win rate, especially in the pro scene with Berbers on this map, it's just really high because it's so much about those big night numbers in Castle Age. I think that's why.
Early board pull. Look at that Vil pathing. Beautiful.
Ooh, is in Green Heaven maybe going for the lame? Oh, definitely was. He was definitely going for the lame, but freaking Phil sees it. The Vil's coming forward and he's guarding it. That's funny. Definitely wanted the lame. Forward lumber camp. That all he.
Early looms. Teal and blue both getting loom.
So they're worried about shenanigans. It's not a terrible play. Like you don't want to lose a game because some scouts kill your no loom Vils. As we've seen in this tournament, we saw it. You guys kind of wrecked Echo yesterday doing that in game 1.
This is fine until Castle Age. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna play double scouts. Or she'll play scouts and then maybe Hestia goes to the other side.
Are they just lacking an archer player possibly?
Because their draft they had I thought they had another archer civ. I mean even Malians I think are more serviceable than like Lithuanians.
And we see a very quick up, 19 up for Lily with loom.
She has loom, yeah.
So she will be up first, and right behind her is the Godfather. He went 20 up. Reaper losses 33 seconds idle. Or loses. Reaper loses.
A lot of idle time from everybody actually. Not one player had a clean up time.
It's messy.
Bit of nerves. I actually had a really sloppy Dark Age on this map. I think finding everything can be a little weird.
I think also when you're like here and you're like picturing like getting a forward here in your mind, maybe that has to do with it. The whole proxy thing is there, like just feels a little different than a normal start, I assume. Now we see the scouts coming forward. Well.
Yeah, scout coordination's
they're
key.
gonna link up. I love this. I think it's very important. Now where is... Still at home, okay. We're gonna see a jump, I think.
At the pocket.
Ooh, Lily Bear's stealing some sheep. Doesn't even know they're going right by the TC, but he sees it. It's
Send it
also
to
it's
Vil.
idling a little bit though,
Oh.
but I think it's worth saving those sheep. Another stable going up. Yeah, definitely double cab play. And don't you kind of just prioritize more spears than you normally would?
I think so.
Like maybe
Yeah.
one range and one just pumping spears?
Yeah, I think you prioritize spears, you prioritize small walling around resources, and you just try to get up.
Now, based on the scouting, Hestia seems like he's going to be going for pocket, possibly.
You know something? The players are against the same players this game. Reaper is against Lily Bears again.
Reaper against Lily. The double team kind of coming at Lily.
Was Phil pocket last game or no?
Phil
I
was
can't remember.
flank.
He was flank.
He was the
Okay,
guy
so they're not
1v2ing.
switching
He was
positions.
1v2ing on the left. It's actually, they're in the
Okay, that's right.
same exact spots.
Yep.
He was
Same
here,
order.
I think.
Yep. They were just flipped.
Yeah, flipped. Yep, that's right. They were flipped. He was here as blue, and red was here. Yep. Kinda
4-vil
mirrored.
lead for a raiding party.
This is looking better for them, kind of. Phil was Khmer pocket? Oh, yes, it was Gothfather. Gothfather was the 1v2, right? Wow. Thanks, Randy. You're right. I was thinking blue, but no, yeah. Gothfather was blue last game.
So they did switch positions.
Yeah, they did. That's very interesting. Good looking out, Randy. And a great... Well...
I know, they're jumping it.
Yeah, the archers got jumped. Where are the scouts of Estia? They're coming, okay. The archers are gonna get jumped again. A little bit. Now the spears are coming out. I'd like to see even more.
So he's on one range, correct?
Yeah, one range and spears, which I like. If
Yeah, they see the
spears keep
double
pumping.
scouts. I just
Let's
like to see a little bit more walling, I think.
let's listen in on how about raiding party first?
All right. I don't have the power to undeafen.
Oh, did I not give that to casters? I thought I did. Okay, I'm just gonna do it.
Okay.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming. He's coming. This
Where?
way. This way. Here. I sniped his scouts. I mean archers.
Yeah, I have trouble with my resources.
Pretty calm.
Can you send your scouts here?
Oof, the wood line.
Oh, coming.
Good defense.
Some 1800 quick walls.
Where are the gold?
That scout's a goner.
Incoming scouts.
Okay, I'm coming.
Archers. Snipe his archers.
And keep in mind, let's keep it respectful in chat. Now, hunting is Asian for those that
Sonic,
don't
you
know.
doing good on your side?
Doing okay.
I'm helping Lily, okay.
Yeah.
And don't
Clark
forget to
turned
wall.
friendly fire on before this
I
game.
almost wall my base.
I'm gonna switch the team. Let's listen to the other.
Where are the archers? Snipe the archers.
I lost all my scouts.
Slow and steady wins the race, yeah.
I hope
They
so.
were trying to push on our side. Red was.
I got housed again. My eco definitely hasn't been great.
That was a big fight. The double scout's paying off, actually.
Yeah, crazy numbers.
And the push. This is looking like a reversal of last game. Raiding party
Okay,
is up
did
8
you get cleaned up by
bills.
the way, Sticks?
Yep.
Yeah, start
Told you
walling is
that I'm-
pretty hard.
Yeah, I am. I am.
Yeah, I should probably start walling up.
You've
Oh,
got all the
sticks,
cool
sticks,
stats
sticks.
down there with
What?
you have plus or whatever, right? Pro.
Yeah.
Get spears out, man.
It's
We need
mostly
spears. We
idle
need
time
spears.
to build difference.
Yeah, I'm making them now.
We need so many more spears.
Big cleanup.
Careful, yeah.
I didn't get this walled. I need help.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nasty.
Okay, you know what? I think I need to go double stable
A
actually.
lot more archers from
I'm just gonna
in-green
start making
heaven.
spears and pushing with them. Spears and
He's in between our bases.
How many ranges is he on? 2 or 3? Red.
Yep.
Just he's on
Coming.
3, so this is gonna be a
He's on
later
3
castle
ranges, yeah.
time.
This area.
okay, I'm going with some 2 spears on archers.
Ooh, the Godfather's in big trouble here. I'm gonna switch it. Oh no, we're already listening to
I
them.
think I should be fine by myself this time.
Yeah,
Let's
because
See
get
if he
I-
freaks
I
out.
really-
I'm realizing
to go very
listening to
hard on the
these
other side.
people that I
Okay, yeah,
might
that's
have
fine,
a
so-
problem.
yeah. Yeah.
I know they're so calm, but these archers, there's no reaction. He's just that.
Oh, they're shooting a barracks.
I guess he
Wait for me
was
six, and then
looking
we can
at them.
engage.
Yeah.
Now the scouts are starting to stall out because there's more spears.
Ethiopians too. Those will automatically get upgraded to pikemen.
Yeah, was
Yeah,
that just, like,
you
my
don't
archer
want to
just
see this
died or
though if
something?
your pocket. They
No,
don't have
you
any
didn't
answer
notice
for
it.
this.
Alright, let's go. You got armor?
Okay.
in?
Yeah. I got armor in.
They're gonna jump it actually. They're gonna jump it. Armor's in.
I'm up.
Yeah, I'm getting PTSD from watching these flank archers in the
Nice.
Cut 'em
pocket
off.
space.
I'm gonna go ahead and deafen.
I'm definitely not.
Do you think this will clear that?
I think with the scouts,
Yeah,
yes.
they're,
it's a
they're full
great-
HP.
It's a great surround. That's a big cleanup. There's also something going
They
on the right.
Oh, they've got armor and forging as well.
The micro is a little better from in green heaven than freaking Phil though. Maybe. It's a good cleanup.
Yeah, they still cleaned it.
The castle times are all in for raiding party. Phil is up. And Reaper is up. But Godfather definitely got delayed. So 2 big cleanups, both sides cleaning it up. This base and that base kind of like neutralizes things a little bit, but the Villa lead is still in favor of raiding party.
Yeah, only 4 though. And they've been making food units, so kind of equalizes a little bit. I think the archers scale better going into Castle Age.
Look
with
at the theme of this team. Team walls.
Yeah.
Game 1, game 2. Team walls. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's really cool. They must play together a lot.
Yeah, they love to team. I mean, they got the TAW emblem or whatever. I'm sure they do it all the time. It's who they are. I don't think we'll see it on African Clearing, but who knows? If we see
I think Lily could get a lot of damage here, or receive a lot of damage. These are
They're
fully
into the wood
upgraded
line.
scouts in 10
Oh,
seconds.
That's 3 dead vills. At least 2. And
It's
this
probably
guy-
4.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Or 3?
5.
Gonna live. Okay.
What? You have
Oh.
bloodlines and armor. Commit to that. 4, I think.
Yeah, she's lost 8 in total now. Meanwhile, they've actually only killed 2. But they have the knights out on the field first. Well, it's still 40 seconds on the Godfather. Scouts coming into him again.
Lycav,
Like
actually. Yeah,
Plus
a couple
2?
camels clean that up though. I don't really know if I like
Only plus
the
1.
Lycav upgrade.
And
quick walls?
Nice by the Godfather. Oh, but that was a great play by Hestia. Just like tap that thing real quick. Picked off gold again.
The Godfather getting reminded he is not Viper.
Yeah, and look how far
That's-
behind he is to Hestia. Hestia 6 vills up.
Yeah, with Berbers.
Now this... Okay, I don't mind that TC. I thought that was a bad army for a sec. It is a good one. A little bit of a dive there. But I mean, Hestia got 6 vill kills during that. That's pretty good.
Yep.
We see some archers moving in the middle. Light cav, more like Chad cav. So does Sheep not only love the poles, he loves the light cav line, I assume?
He's got these very obscure infatuations with certain units and civs. Look at this though. Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't want to. I hope we see a game 3. That's
Right.
all I'll say. Because it's looking like
Ooh, these vills are caught
raiding
out.
party came to play.
Yeah. Hestia has a big mass. There's some fighting going on. +2 is in, but I think it's too many archers there and the spears. Those vills are cleaned up. DC denied. Now, their pocket is falling more and more behind for TAW.
Yep.
It's Hindustanis, yes. Now, Hindustanis are great here, though, against double cav, if he can get it online. Because, like, usually it's the double archer why Hindustanis aren't that good.
Yeah, typically with camel civs, with the current meta, you want to be fighting the cav player, the pocket, not the flank. Man, there's just vills dying everywhere. This is
Right.
cool. This is a slugfest.
It really is.
Everybody's going for the middle.
And they have a good jump going here.
Oh, the hill.
The
They
surround.
cannot fight that. You
They are.
cannot
This
fight
is
that.
all down, uphill for TAW this fight. They're slaughtered. This is a slaughter. This could be the game.
Yeah, they could even maybe deny the town center after they get done mopping that army. Just send like those
And he's
6
putting a few archers
down
on
there.
it during it. I love that. They're not only fighting this, they're doing exactly what you said. Well, yep.
Yep.
Denied. And more vills coming to it. I think it will go up with the help of the well, will it?
But that's been an absolute slaughter zone for villagers.
Right. This death ball that In Green Heaven has right now. A little bit of trouble at Lily Bear's base.
Those are a lot of +2 knights though. I think Lily will clean that up.
Yeah, I want to listen to Raiding Party.
I'm chasing up.
Whose base? Whose base?
I'm following up to see where they're going.
There's just like pings everywhere. A crazy game.
Shoot camel, shoot camel.
Yes, Lily Bear is a girl. Meisel.
Yeah, go there and come back. Come back. Come back. Don't go deep without my archers.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Come in,
let
come
me
in,
come.
come in.
Yeah, come in.
Do you see the archer
Oh!
here?
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Lily, can you clean that up?
Fine.
I think we do huge damage to opponent pocket already. Money,
let's-
move on.
Garrison,
None of the archer
TC.
players have ballistics.
Clean it up. I'm cleaning it up right now.
We are
Nice,
winning this
nice.
one, okay? So
Yeah,
pocket
yeah.
is pretty dead.
Here, just send them 2 extra. It's okay. It's
They've
okay. It's okay.
cleaned
Don't worry
that.
about
Hestia,
it.
come back. Come back,
Oh, that's
Hestia.
Clean it
around.
up.
Get in the stone.
I know I would have ran right there.
Nice, nice. You don't go into TC. Let's stay together. Nice.
This is looking pretty over at this point. The Vill lead, the military's dead, your pocket's dead, you need
Oh.
Hindustani camels.
It's a good fight though. They're disconnected.
Yeah?
Let's take over the center again.
That
Yeah.
red archer
I'm
ball
trying
though
to
is
center right
seems unkillable.
Does anyone
Someone's
have a
making a
castle?
monastery.
Okay,
Come back, Hestia.
no
Let's
stone
attack his
actually.
TC here.
Well, Reaper. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong team.
Let's attack this TC.
In Green Heaven
Yeah,
needs
Stop
a
okay.
them
castle
from
in the
taking
middle.
more gold.
Oh, Berbers have 14 on stone.
I'm gonna switch to the other team
Actually,
to TAW.
raiding party all just switched to stone.
They're realizing it's about. When he said let's switch to center now,
I need
they're
some
all
help, yeah.
He's
prioritizing
taking.
it.
Yeah, I need help here as well.
So we're listening to Team TAW now, guys.
You got a few good Vil picks. When I wasn't paying
Okay,
attention.
Sig's. Yeah, that's really bad actually. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was under attack.
PC.
Didn't really
That's what I
mention it.
pinged, right?
I think we're gonna
Yeah,
see a
just like
game
just
3,
I think we will.
unless some kind of miracle happens.
I think we
Green
just
not able
mass
to get
up.
above like
Yeah,
45
I'm just
villagers,
going
really.
pikes. I'm
just
going
due to
pikes,
raids.
like, I
I mean,
can't deal
nothing
with this.
against his performance.
We
just
push an imp basically.
Yeah.
raiding party playing well.
This looks like different teams almost, the way this one has played out.
Although I think he
Yeah,
knows I'm
home
going
maps,
full
right?
pikes because
Right.
Yeah, they
that's
are.
all I'm showing.
And we'll have to see how they are on African Clearing. RC says, can we get props for raiding party for double night against Hindustanis and winning? That is pretty Chad, not gonna lie. You go double cav against a team with Hindustanis and you win?
Could we get a relic check on Lily Bear? See if she's macro on that.
Oh fuck, guys!
I hear fuck.
All
Oh,
three of them are here,
Okay,
Like-
I'm coming now. They are.
and they're getting a castle. Yeah, I'm getting pushed off here. There's
now
nothing
they're
I can
sounding
do.
more like
Really
me.
good things to add.
where are the relics? Okay, relics, 0 relics for anybody at the moment. I think we're gonna get a celebration. I'm gonna switch.
Castle's up. We win this.
Let's go. Kill blue.
Okay, I'm gonna drop a castle to my near my opponent's base.
House are going right on Reaper loses face. And they have the whole middle. Like this is
I'm dropping a castle right here.
There's a
It's
castle
looking
here.
clinical.
Careful.
Bill is up to imp first. Sure they're not far behind.
Oh, we avoided this castle.
Well, where's their
Yep.
imp at? That's the only thing they're missing. But I think they're still got this.
Attack. Take down his RGNs.
Slap
Yeah,
freaking
usually
clearing.
Okay.
you can end games with Castle Age armies, like enough knights.
Yeah, because no Treb can do anything when you have this control. You can't put a Treb on the castles in the center.
Look at green, 0 army.
They've done a good job too. Raiding Party recognized the damage has been done there. They're switching here. Lily Bear is killing Reaper loses. He's gonna get his imp spike and maybe fight and lose all this right before, although he has the
Dive.
castle.
Like, green's not even making any more camels. He's just booming.
Hey, stay with the archers. Don't dive. Don't dive.
Titanic
Okay,
Lord
okay.
Stay with
says
the
that's the
archers.
105
Yeah,
castle.
take the
by
tower.
Lily.
I'm coming.
Really is.
I'm up.
They're gonna see imp.
Imp?
but they're
Can
not
blue
gonna-
afford
okay. He has no eco
Yeah,
left.
he can afford
Nice.
Arb and
Let's trade.
a little
Let's
bit
trade
of
against
market
these archers.
abuse. Bracer.
They resigned, dude.
Oh, nice.
Diving.
Yay.
Good job, guys.
You know, like this side, I saw how good he played last game, right? This blue guy.
Yeah.
So, as I hit Udal and I put 3 RG engines instead of 2.
Alright. So we see a 1-1 all tied up. Heck yeah. Another series going to game 3. We're gonna see African Clearing. Will be decided. And someone just said slap for kin clearing. I love that. Have we seen it? I'm trying to remember. Have we seen it this tournament?
Yes.
Oh yes,
Dev's
that's
team.
right. Shotel and FEC.
I thought Dev's team also played on
They
it.
did
no?
hamburger. And Fortress.
Because
is
I
what-
thought
they lost on Fortress.
Whatever team J Dubs was on, he was like disconnected from everyone, or was that like a practice match?
Wait.
Do you remember J-Dubs was all the way at the
Team
bottom
Dub.
with poles?
Oh, wait. What happened with Team Dub? Okay, they won. Maybe they did do African Clarion. I think you're right.
I think they did.
Yeah. That's right. J-Dubs was like off in La La Land and got they just got wrecked. That's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, they had no access to wood.
Yep, you're right. Good memory.
All right, man. Let's go back to the draft. I'm so curious. Like,
Right. We don't
so
need
many
to see all
civs
this
got
stuff.
played that I didn't expect to get played.
Yeah, and this is like what we were excited for is like what's left for the African Clarion. Like they got such interesting civs for it. Let me update it. So we saw the Poles, Ethiopians, and Hindustanis fall. Team TAW. And the double cav coming through. Portuguese, Berbers, Lithuanians. Portuguese continue to steamroll this tournament. Yeah, we're gonna okay. We're definitely gonna see if we start with Hestia or Raiding Party's team. We're gonna see Chinese. That's a given. Vietnamese. They revealed the positions.
Yep.
As for Teutons and Malians, I know Malians got pretty buffed.
And Malians are strong.
It could be either of those two. Maybe they want Teuton cab, but they're not that mobile on that map. I mean, Chinese can make anything too. As for on the left, Huns probably for cav archers. Korean war wagons like you mentioned, and then they got Incas Goths. Goths, I'm not really familiar with those two civs. What do you think TAW would do there?
Yeah, I think Incas are actually fairly underrated. Because of the houses. Like on Nomad starts, houses are always really annoying, and their houses support double the population. So I mean that's kind of one little thing. Flooding eagles is also pretty easy. You just put everything on gold.
And
So
everything's cheaper food-wise for them now.
yeah,
They kind of got buffed too. We haven't really seen them in action. Man, exciting series. I love it when a team bounces back.
this is crazy. I
Ugh.
think the Vietnamese for raiding party will be super crucial. They'll know where everybody is, so then they'll know, you know, who kind of does what, who can boom a little bit more, who has to play aggressive, that type of thing. Super huge bonus for Nomad starts.
Right. It's so crucial what you can get away with if you need to like maybe go early archers, scouts opening.
Yeah, you see someone's off in La La Land, you can play accordingly.
I'm not seeing anything yet. Oh, I joined the lobby. Whoops. Okay, lobby's up.
Well, that's good.
Game 3. Second to last game of round 1. One more game tomorrow. And for those that don't know, that's going to be streamed by Ray. I should go ahead and link his Twitch actually for y'all. Ray is also in this tournament. Let me get that in chat. What the? Wow, ignore that. That was Twitch popping up. I hate how they have stuff that auto plays when you open Twitch. All right.
Is
posted.
Ray with baskets, or did baskets not?
Baskets wasn't able to
Play.
make it last round. I don't know about future rounds, but yeah, Baskets is with Ray. And I think something Sean
Snow Sean, Skate.
or Sirius? Not Sirius. What the heck was the name? I could just look. I'll guess a million wrong names before I figure it out.
Oh, possibly Sean.
Possibly Sean. Thank you, RC. And then Sil 2. So he will be streaming tomorrow at what time? I don't even know the time of my match. 2 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. or 1800 GMT. That'll conclude round 1. We will have everyone's matchup for round 2.
I think round 2 will go a little bit smoother. I think Easter had some hiccups.
It really did. Need to get the link back since I posted that. Yeah, now that Easter's out of the way, I think a lot more people will be available. We had the one team that had to kind of forfeit round 1, the Flaming Camels, with Clemens, Mamaluk, and LC. They're in the losers bracket. And then Bourbon and Rothman and Reezers, I think, they advanced in the winners bracket.
Did Bourbon's team play, or did they get like?
No,
Sort of a
they
bye.
didn't. That was the one that kind of got the bye.
That's a pretty scary team. I think Bourbon's probably the strongest player in the tournament.
I would have loved to see that team play. Like, it was the other like double stack team. Puppy Fool, I haven't been able to join. Still hasn't been able to join the game yet.
There's a random in there.
It's a random.
Goodness. Some randoms like, oh, Spring Slapdown. That sounds fun.
What is going on there? What does that even mean? It sounds cool. I went in on this.
He's like, oh, African Clearing, sign me up.
Someone named Matanook. Won't remove the random. I'm apparently benched this game. Can I share my Twitch cast of this game here, newbie streamer? Yeah. Like, you're asking to cast it, or? I mean, even if a player's playing, they could stream on Twitch if they really want to. Like their own, have their perspective. I don't mind that either. Psycho is also a sub for Raiding Party. Oh, while we do that, I'm gonna make it so you can deafen and undeafen real quick. I could have swore I had casters set to do that.
I can disconnect them.
Oh, they're set to where they can move them. That's right, because we changed the spy cams. That's right. Let's see.
I really want to see Goths.
Deafen members. I think that's the same permission needed for undeafened members. Try it real quick. See if you can.
Now I can. Yep, I can server deafen now.
Epic. Hestia just saw. They're probably so into like thinking about the next game. They're like, this guy just hasn't readied up yet. Oh, it's not even our opponent. It's some random.
So do you think the players have been playing to their rating equivalent. I don't really know the best way to word that. Like, do you think Lily Bear's been an S, Reaper's been a D,
It's
etc.?
It's hard to tell. Lily Bear has had pressure both games, and it's also like a pocket on the flank.
Yep.
So I don't know. I think that's kind of hard to tell. How do you feel like she's performed?
I haven't really watched too in depth, and I wasn't saying that to dig at anybody.
Mhm.
It's just it kind of like they seem like really balanced games, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. It seems like nobody here is a weak link, and I think maybe Hestia. Well, actually, it doesn't matter on this map because there is no pockets. But I was
Right.
gonna say maybe having her as the pocket would just be a little bit more
Stronger.
efficient. Yeah, because she wouldn't have to worry about wood lines and stuff as much.
Yeah, it's almost weakening her a little bit if she is their top player. Because she's dealing with this pressure. She's not getting castle quicker. I think that would be stronger.
And you can kind of tell, I guess she probably likes Cav, considering she's played Cav in both games. Whereas someone like Sammy, he's completely fine playing archers, and he can be a carry kind of on the flank with archers.
Right.
It seems like she wants to play Cav.
Yeah. Her and Hestia both. It seems like Cav is their way. And that's what we're probably gonna see that on African Clearing too.
I'm curious what Cav Civ they will give her. Because you've got Chinese, Teutons, Malians. All three of those civs get bloodlines, but none of them are really known for being an exceptional Cav civ.
Right. Trying to see, like, are they still having trouble? I'm not seeing the game. Even with the code. Wouldn't surprise me if we have another issue today. The way things have kind of gone.
I'm excited though. African Clearing produces some chaotic bangers.
Right. I think it's a great map to end on. Starting positions can be huge, but that's why Vietnamese is also kind of nice. I'm hoping spectators were allowed. I almost
So
wanna
this
pop in
this
chat
is
and check to
this
see if
is
this is going.
TAW's home map, correct?
Yes, but it
And
seems
they've
like
burned all their good civs.
yeah, it feels like Raiding Party has the better civs for it. I have a feeling we can't get in this game.
Do you want to hop down there and?
Oh wait, as I say that, we get into the game. Okay. Because I couldn't see it in the lobby anymore. I couldn't see it. Alright, loading up capture age. Alrighty, game 3. Wow, just looking. No team has used a re yet either, but looking right out the gate, they are all on top of each other. Although Lily's kind of off. Well, never mind.
Gothfather is playing Goths.
Wow. Gothfather with the Goths. We know Goths just got a buff. Hunt lasts, if I'm not mistaken, what, 20% longer?
Yep.
And they're already like good at getting hunt, so that's definitely part of it.
Okay, so do you want to maybe listen to Lily Bear's stream or team and hear their kind of thoughts on the civ
Sure.
positionings?
Yeah.
You have 2 boards? Nice.
Yeah. I just took all the board I can find before our opponent takes it. Because I took it like right underneath his TC. Oh yeah, so in the last game, were you able to lame their boar? Or
No,
No.
no. He was guarding with his scout.
okay, that's fine.
Wanted to see where that elephant came from.
Yeah.
Instant
Seems like all
rewind.
this- Maybe all the strategy
I
talks already
think
passed.
if we try to take all the board around his TC, he'd be very poor.
Oh yeah, you mean teal?
Yeah. Phil, is that the person who's next to us?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
It's actually teal.
No, Phil is next to me here.
It's teal.
No, I mean teal, Reaper.
Yeah.
Fights for
Teal and
elephants.
Phil.
Okay, I'm gonna also take the deer that's around his TC.
Yeah, I think this guy is trapped between us, right? We should kill him.
So that's what they want to do. Let's hear the other team's thoughts right now.
I could may have been man.
Oh, no reds here. Yeah, he's got multiple houses there.
Finding out that red's there.
Hestia is still undetected, I think. Although they might have saw the
House?
starting thing.
Smart walls from red, I think. Gonna protect yourself.
Like it.
That 2v1.
I like what they're doing. Sometimes people overinvest in
Alright,
someone
I'm
who's
going
close.
to
They're kind of
go
just
for- oh,
trying to
speed back there.
cripple Reaper by taking all the hunt.
Use your
Mhm.
sheep though.
Deer right next to him.
And scout the wood line
Swoop.
too.
He seems pretty. He's got a lot of
Shows you
sheep.
gotta click up. That would have been a little overkill, I think.
Already to gold.
Yeah, I agree. That could have been a bit.
It is
Alright, I'm gonna go to this gold
Malians.
then.
Oh no, he's not Malians. He's
I'm up.
Huns.
Tons.
And he's up. So gold, is he going archers? Must be.
Be.
Don't take
Yeah.
that sheep. Don't take. I need that. Oh damn,
I
What?
like the
What?
archer play.
that sheep. Can you just send it to me?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
I have 9 sheep underneath my TC.
Oh man.
Okay, so they
Oh
put-
for here.
gosh.
So Lily Bear's got the Chinese. Okay.
Alright, you're good, you're good.
Yeah, Chinese are super
Uh,
good here. If you look at the bills,
Bill, what are
50
you doing on the
seconds.
board?
away from up
You
and
got it, you
almost
got it.
most bills.
Oh my god,
Did you
you don't
try
have the
it-
sheep. It's fine, I think you're good.
Did you try to steal his boar or something?
No, I didn't. I was helping him delay it. We're good.
Okay.
Okay, we can.
And these guys are like laughing and
I
joking.
thought for a second we
Yeah,
went.
I
to
like how calm they are. We can definitely.
Yeah.
They're just chilling. Like to see that. This is their home map. They just feel at home. There won't be team walls today because they got an enemy in between them. Maybe you know what? These two probably will team wall actually.
I was about to say never.
Right? Okay, let's see what's being built. It is a range. Single range for starters. And a stable from Lily Bear. Everyone's going the same stuff they've been playing, it seems like. Now, will Hestia go feudal too? Maybe everyone will.
I want to see what Green's doing. Goths. Stable.
He's going to stable. Okay, so we see scouts. We maybe see a FC from Bill. Yeah, he's about to click up. You have a
I'd
second.
imagine we'll see a massive shift on the stone to get that unique unit.
Doesn't have a second building. Just a market. Scouts v archers. How the woodline's doing. This is a little exposed if scouts come that way. Maybe some spears need to be made. Double scouts.
Yep.
Okay, so the
Yep.
two scout players are going scouts. And In Green Heaven is up kind of late. But it's definitely got to be an FC build. There's the gold, there's the stone.
Yep. Yeah, he's got great res for an FC.
And good walling, actually. To have the awareness to wall up nice and tight. Ooh. The alarm has been sounded.
What does Red have in that little base of his? Does he have stone?
Yeah, he has stone. I think
Stone
he might go
gold.
into Rattans, possibly.
Yeah. It's all harassable though.
Yeah, I think the stone already needs to be collected if we're gonna see Rattans. Ooh, the scout's in on the wood line of Reaper. But this is a great fight for the Vills, actually.
Yep.
All bottled up. And the Gothfather is here to help. I could see the double scout struggling a bit here.
Ooh, the archers aren't gonna play well like this though.
No. As I say, the scouts are gonna struggle. They doink some archers. Pretty good trade.
Ooh, green. Yep.
And Vills at the same. That's probably why there was a distraction. So Vill went down. Reaper has also killed the Vill at some point. One of Lilybear's Vills. And you see the Chinese Vill advantage. 29, 25, 26.
Blue's about to be Castle Age. Oh, red's up
it's
as well.
Blue? Okay, so we're gonna see war wagons. Oh gosh. This is so ideal to have Koreans when you're next to somebody. Because you can drop it right on their face and you go right into war wagons and they kind of just die. So In Green Heaven is in huge trouble here. I don't like Koreans on this map unless you're right next to somebody, and that's what they got. So we're gonna need to see some big plays. Like they need to take Reaper out of this game because In Green Heaven is in huge trouble. Castle will come in, and maybe their own castle, but that hurts to be cornered.
Yeah,
like
this
that.
is. It's nice to see TAW showing a plan on their home map, even though this map is very. You have to adapt, right?
Right. You don't know what the hell you're gonna do till you see the setup.
These archers are gonna die.
Yes, they are. More scouts will come in. Big cleanup. Now, is this... Yeah, it's out of range. Okay. I guess this isn't that terrible for In Green Heaven, actually. The fact that he had a castle prepped.
Yeah, how do Rattans do against war wagons?
It's a good question,
Odd
because
fight.
archers suck against them, but... Against war
Archers
wagons,
suck against
but
both.
Rattans are so tanky and war wagons are archers. Rattans versus war wagons is the slowest fight of all time. They stare at each other. Right? It's gonna be two tanky units kind of just talking to each other, having a conversation while they slowly kill each other. More archers mopped up. Not mopped up, actually. They're doing good.
Yeah, ooh, you do not want to hang out under that TC fire. That was not very good for raiding party right there.
No,
They
it
lost a lot of
wasn't.
scouts.
Yeah. You see pings from In Green Heaven. I don't know what.
Wood lines.
Oh, probably asking for the scouts to go hit. And this non-stop harassment, Reaper has been a good thorn in the side. Being by two players. This is good Vill kills.
Yeah, look at this, bringing some spears this time. Got fletching. This is going to be really annoying.
Youch, and he can't actually stop it.
Yeah, he's
And
got
I
too
don't
many
even know if
spears.
is the tower even gonna go up? Does he see? Doesn't see. Gothfather's coming in too.
Oh, he's
Uh-oh.
going.
This is not good
I
for
think it goes
raiding
up.
party. This is great for TAW.
He actually doesn't.
They're gonna sit under it. They're gonna kill another Vill. And their scouts. Where are SCS scouts are all gone.
I think they all died under Teal's Town Center.
The Rattans are coming out. Archers leave. And Lily Bear has been pressured these games. Look at that, 12 bills lost.
Goths are up. Very scary Civ to kind of have off on their own.
Yes, they are. They're on stone a little bit, but I think maybe they boom a little bit here. Because there's already so much pressure from the war wagons.
Yeah, also, if you think about it, Goths kind of, their unique unit erases everything Vietnamese can do.
Right, and the Vil lead is huge. I didn't realize that they'd killed 12 Vils of Lily Bears. That hurts. And Reaper loses. He has played so well in game 1 and now game 3. The plays he's making, now he's doing damage to Hestia.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Like, look at his eco KD, 11 and 3. He's been the MVP of this series. These war
Blue
wagons
getting that
too. Like this
Second town center down.
This is showing why they picked African Clearing.
Yeah, African clearing in the map pool a lot. These guys obviously play together a lot. They probably have a lot of experience on this map.
It might even be their favorite map out of all the maps. Who knows? They're looking pretty strong on it. And the Rattans, this is what they said. They just don't hurt each other. I think
Those Rattans need Bodkin.
I think the Rattans almost need to be on Reaper, because he's got archers that are being super annoying. They're only feudal even. The value he's getting out of the feudal army.
That's such a hard call to make though when you're next to 2 to swing your army up to someone who's against, who's 2v1'd by your own team.
Right.
It's a weird call. Look at the town centers going down for green.
Just in time.
There's 3 of them coming down.
I like it. The Goth booms, you get even more ahead, and then the Goths will carry. This castle war is just as slow as Rattans against war wagons.
Yeah. Knights coming out though. Malians.
Yeah, look at the Vils, 33-26. I don't really see how you recover from this unless you get Giga damage right now. Reaper is still in feudal, so Giga damage is maybe possible here. There's
Adding a
lot of-
stable. I wonder if that's for knights or if that's for CA. For the bloodlines and husbandry.
There's a lot of exposed Vils here. Because the Rattans here, it seems like not a lot could be done. I would love to see damage done here.
And that green town center got denied as well.
Wait,
The one to the left of that.
oh, you're right. You're right. Okay, so they got some
Oh,
damage.
this town center.
Okay, there's a little bit of momentum swinging for how out of it seems like they are. Like, we see the military numbers right now up for raiding party. Estia Reaper lost all his archers at some point.
Yeah, he's got 1 unit.
And are the knights? No, they're not in. If they got in there, man. Even
You
one
can't
rattan.
house wall.
One rattan. Oh, that's a good point. Military is misleading because these wagons are very pricey.
So it'll be knights.
Now, Reaper's in kind of trouble right now.
Yeah, the 2v1's really starting to set in, and Lily Bear's elo I think is starting to show a bit because she's taking a lot of damage and she's not dead. She's top score and she's got a great civ to win this.
Yeah, the TC difference though, we see 2 TCs for Bill, we see 5 for the Goth player, and right now raiding party's all on 1 TC. Oh wait, in green Heaven has 2 in this. I didn't even realize. Wow.
I didn't see that either.
Wow.
Look at that.
I kind
He
of like it.
escaped.
Yeah,
he
he
predicted the fall.
Yeah. Now, will Reaper Losses escape is the question. These knights are now not in, but that guy's gonna die.
Stop chopping that tree. Castle. Goths will be Goths here in a few minutes. $68 villagers. I think you boom for green. I think you boom to 100, 120, and then you just switch to full military.
Right.
I think you tell Phil and Reaper, hey, hold on.
And
You know.
You know what I love is the pikeman upgrade coming in for the Goths. All these cav
he's-
running around, you just need Goth spam of pikes. It's cheaper to get now. Squires coming in. A castle going on Hestia.
Stonewalled in.
Nice play. Although
Yeah.
that gate could be attacked. Although there's war wagons. Like, there's nothing actually repairing that gate. It is being attacked.
Yeah. Ooh, and the Rattans are there.
Is this gonna get denied? This is a huge moment here. The gate's down. It's denied. It's denied. Oh my gosh, they needed
No,
that.
it's not. 99.7.
They needed that. 99.74%. Let's go. Wow.
Holy cow.
That was insane.
Huskarl's incoming.
Yeah, here comes the Huskarl still in the pikes. Like, it's still hard, but man, they needed something.
50 villager lead for TAW.
Wow.
Yeah, Blue's been booming behind this. Freaking Phil is really, I don't know if he's like their
64
captain
bills.
or what's their situation, but he's got town centers in the back. He's not doing the all-in war wagons, you know, like you see sometimes.
Yeah, it's just one castle, and now he's booming and getting ahead. Kind of chilling. I think this castle's
Well,
still gonna go up.
Well, he would have had 2 castles, Spencer, but
That's
doubt is
good
with
point.
us.
It
That's
literally
going up.
needs one bill to just tap it, but I like that he's sending more just to be safe.
Yeah, it's really cool. You're starting to see yellow and purple sort of retrograde back. We might actually see a team wall. We might see Red's starting base get completely erased, and then sort of Tall takes the top part of the map, and
Yeah.
Lily Bear's team takes the raiding party takes the
Now red is imp.
right.
Don't know what actually. Red has a good eco too. 71 bills. Only the Gothfather has more, who has been booming away and will be a big problem. I mean, they don't really have an answer for Goths.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. Freaking Phil's really really stepping up. I think he's their highest elo, right? He's around 1600.
Yeah, freaking Phil is the top player. He's about a 1600. He's a B. You could say a high B. And it's showing. He's gonna run away with this game. And I love the decision they took. Just go boom.
Yeah, I agree. Titanic Goths are so scary, man. They can like 1v2, maybe even 1v3 at a certain point if they get enough time.
Minus the opening scouts, they really haven't done much. The pike are now coming in, which are a big problem. I mean, they could actually shred that many with these knights, I think, if they just jumped it together.
It just never feels good though. It never feels good to, like, even though you win the fight,
it's you get shredded. We see Amp, probably gonna see a Treb. Although the
Now I
castle's
wonder
kinda
how
dead.
much they're gonna play on, considering this is game 3.
I think you keep playing it, but they're clearly dead. The military's down. The bill counts are low. And Reaper, even though getting hit early, like, he's back doing damage.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is an awesome set.
So close. I mean, it's not close right now, but the whole set really is pretty back and forth.
I think it's really cool. You can tell that that TAW's taking this really seriously, you know? And
Yeah.
they're They're coming to play.
And I know score doesn't show it, but Reaper losses was so big. This game. Game 1, too. Now we see freaking Phil. Lots of eco kills, and I think the Goth is just gonna
Oh,
carry.
yeah,
it
here come the
is.
crowns.
Yep, it's a
The
coming.
crowns of death for gods.
We see a little push from the Rattans, but I mean, they can't deal with Goth spam.
Now,
Those girls are gonna eat them alive.
I think Vietnamese are one of the worst
This
matchups for goths.
Castle is not going up either. Right. Because even like their elephants, they can spam like their cheap Alp.
Alps.
They have everything they need for them. Sheep says props to Teal for recovering well. Right. Did damage and recovered.
Should we do a little listen or no?
Sure, let's listen to TAW, who've looked quite impressive this game.
Is anyone of us in imp, by the way? 'Cause
I'm up.
starting-
I'm up.
I'm still very.
Oh, nice, very nice, very nice. How much armor do you have?
Who,
Me?
It's huge.
Yeah.
I have.
Can we
I have
dive
21
CCs now?
knights.
Let's dive the CC.
Wait, hang on. I'm just taking out Willie off his resources.
Okay. Knights here. You need to add pikes too. Garrett, go into the TC.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I got pikes right there.
Okay, cool.
Nowhere near clicking up still, though. That's not good.
Elite Huskarl is in. Alps coming in. That's all they need.
Ooh.
And in these armies, like
This.
SD11
gold
pop.
access.
Yeah,
Alright, we can go to the next
SD's
CC.
Yeah,
been
yellow's
slaughtered.
trying to boom where
Oh, they're
teal
trying to
is.
do there. You
It's
killed it, Trey?
crazy.
Thanks, because look. Very perfect. Careful.
I think TAW is gonna advance to round 2 in the winners bracket. I don't see any way of recovering here. It's not possible.
Anybody need wood?
The Goth alone.
No,
think at
I
this
actually
point
dissolve all of
throws
mine
out.
so I can click up.
Yeah, I think gods.
Alright,
I don't even have the building.
Nice, dude.
Nice. Let's go.
Korean's the god, dude.
Nice.
GG is called.
Told you, got
We didn't lose on the first round.
Yeah.
We didn't lose. That's
Okay.
an achievement right there.
We can kill the
The
chatter.
Godfather wins with Goths.
Yeah.
Meisel says even my grandma wouldn't lose the game at this point. So 2-1. That was a good set, Zumpy.
That was awesome.
Another one going to game 3. A freaking Phil, 100 kills. Only 26 deaths. The War Wagons did work. The Goth had just got to its final form. It definitely looked like their map, their home map. You could feel the advantage they had just knowing how to play it. The civs were great.
Yeah, with I would say worse civs, honestly. And they pulled it through. I mean, Vietnamese are really strong. You know, we were talking about Vietnamese and Chinese especially.
Mm-hmm.
And they played exceptional.
I think this team's scary because next week it's Team Acropolis opener. I feel like they'll do great there. They love these little team bases, team walls. And then in African Clearing, like who wants to face this team on African Clearing?
Yeah, we don't.
Right? So definitely a big threat in this tournament. Zumpy Casting sounds like a family-owned business commercial selling used firearms. Oh, I almost wrote that as farms. Firearms. Wow. Look at the Eco KD. We'll get into the interviews in a sec. Where is it? Am I skipping it? Okay. 37-7 for freaking Phil, but Reaper losses in that 2v1, 1v2 position, 41-10.
Like it. Yeah. Raiding parties, eco loss is terrible.
It's just huge. Lily Bear got hit hard, but then Hestia at the end, that was just brutal.
But even if you add those numbers back, 2 raiding parties Vil count now, TAW did a really good job of booming. Like they'd still be ahead by I think 70 villagers if my
Is
math
that
is right.
70? They'd be at 250. Yeah,
Or
70 villagers. You're right. Exactly 70.
Or 260, yeah. But either way, they'd be, yeah.
Yep. Wow, that's impressive. The Goth is gonna be 200 pop shortly. He's at 180. It's a great game. Well,
Great set.
let's go down to TAW.
That was a good one.
How's it going, guys?
Hey,
Hello.
Well played. You guys looked really strong on that last map.
thank you very much. Oh,
Thank you.
I think
Thank
it was more for the other two. I was
God's
just
overpowered.
You were hanging on in that corner.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
You
Reaper,
played really well, man. You were harassing Purple's wood lines left and right.
Yeah, I
but,
agree.
But after he switched his focus with the knights, it was just basically
Yeah.
me struggling.
Game
But-
key doesn't count because I forgot fletching. So
ooh,
we don't talk about that.
didn't even
Getting
realize
picked
it
out,
actually.
but-
The
yeah.
damage you got though, Reaper, in kind of the 1v2 position, you got big damage on Lily Bear and Hestia, who were both next to you, purple and yellow.
True.
So I think
Very true.
you were kind of the MVP of that game, and then your buddy Gothfather, you could just boom away into Goths, and then freaking
Yep.
Phil, just all these war wagons, making all three of you really played so well. in That
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you. I mean, I didn't really do much. I was just booming. That's all.
He
No, I
was there
think
to kill red when
definitely-
he imped. That's
yeah,
what
like the elite Huskarl threat, just
Yeah.
puts the fear of people.
it could kill their whole team
true.
at that point.
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys something. Do you guys like the team wall a lot?
No.
I don't
we
even
try.
like to wall. I don't even like to wall regularly.
We've never seen
Yeah.
walls like that on Beach Fight. And then you just
Oh.
did it again on Golden Pit. We're like, look at these guys. They are like
Yeah,
the-
please tell me about that beach fight like idea with the middle walls.
We played a practice game. I forgot who against. And I think they had the walls, and we realized that if we could set up the walls, then a team can't camp in between the bases. So like if you go, it's such a small map, so if you can get a whole team, like archers, like if Reaper sits in the middle of the pocket and the flank, the
Hmm.
pocket can't help the flank. It's like a lot more coordination. So we just figured we wall that. Then our golds are always safe. There's always at least one gold that's safe usually because there's 2 golds, one on each side of your TC. So we figured
No,
if we wall that,
Yeah.
I actually
plus,
had both
I
of them on one side
yeah.
for some reason.
Plus, I think in almost every Battle of Africa game, with the pro players, almost most of them actually team walled.
Yeah.
So that was a
And-
definite plus for
Yeah,
us.
in late game there's usually like leftover scouts. So or like in castle usually there's leftover scouts, and if there's an open wall in the back or something, walking your
Mm.
base and really throws you back because it's such a small map.
Yeah, I mean, and plus the only way for them to actually get back into the game was if they raided us
Right.
and cut
Very
down
true.
Will.
Yeah.
So that's why I added the stone walls later, even though we were ahead.
Yeah, we saw
No,
that.
I
We're
never-
like stone walls.
Yeah, didn't want to chance it.
It's
And we had the
cool.
Mongol pick for the scouts line of sight because it was important to get scouts down for the team walls, like, to get the
Yeah.
scouting and to pick up the sheep fast.
Yeah, you guys went
Yeah, the-
forward with those.
Those helped.
Stole sheep, harassed.
The other question I had was I'm pretty sure you guys switched pockets from game 1 to game 2, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we shouldn't have done that, probably.
I know
I
I'm
mean,
just
you
wondering the
forgot
thought
Fletching.
process.
Damn.
Yeah, Mr. Phil wanted to play Pole's flank.
No, we had played a couple of golden pits and we had found that pulls worked in the flank to like get a castle down early in the middle. But I messed up because I did not practice archers and it did not go well. But I did play archers in the Africa Battle of Africa game, in a way. That worked out. Could be worse.
Yeah,
Definitely
Wait,
could have been.
You didn't play archers in the battle. Royale. You were Khmer.
Sorry, African clearing is what I meant to
Ah,
say. I
right.
didn't
Oh,
say that.
yeah.
Yeah, because Gothfather, you were like in a 1v2 on the left in game 1, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did really well. For what maybe
Yeah.
their engagements weren't the best, but like for what was thrown at you, you did really well in that game.
I think the main thing
hill.
was I got the hill exactly. I had the
Yeah.
hill and then I had I think a few more archers than red. So that kind of saved me.
Maybe you should have taken Tatars in game one. Might have been a bit more beneficial.
Yeah. But I think the Mongol pick were actually pretty good. We were able to scout it. I think scouting was important in that map.
I agree. Yeah.
Definitely helped us get more sheep.
Yeah. And when we practiced it, it was we got just railed by a team that went like fast feudal with scouts and archers.
Yeah, we
And,
tried to
like when we
fast
watched
castle
Rex
We
and
before.
tried
stuff,
FC.
Ooh.
Yeah,
we
tried
watched
FC.
Rex and Battle Africa pros and stuff. They just FC'd that map, and we tried, and we're like, nope.
Yeah, don't do
Were
what the
you
pros
guys
do.
were you guys surprised by the double scouts? in
Yeah,
both maps?
by game three, I
Yeah.
kind of figured out that they would go like all nights, but I still
Yeah.
didn't make picks, despite
In
knowing
each
what was
fight,
coming.
we saw that, and we were thinking the like bases are too close. Like if you
Yeah.
just add a couple spears, there's nothing that can be done. There's not really mobility, especially because we're team walled, right?
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, it did work out for them in the Golden Pit game, though.
For sure.
The double knight play.
Yeah, they just overwhelmed me, especially after killing my archer mess.
Yeah, and with Phil forgetting fletching.
I think we would have been much better off had I not
Is
thrown an archer mass.
is Phil kind of like the shot caller on the team, or no?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of like kind of.
I think it's more of a group thing.
Yeah, it's more of a group thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, he's the highest elo of us, so we listen to him a bit more.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
Why am I bossy when you're listening?
It's good to have a leader. You don't have to, but a main shot caller definitely helps. But
Yeah, true.
anyways, GG's, well played. You guys are moving round 2 through the winners bracket. Congratulations, and look forward to see more of your team. And I don't think anyone wants to play you guys on African Clearing.
Thanks. It was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
See you
Yeah,
guys.
GG's.
All right. GG's.
See you guys. GG.
Watching the replay.
How's it going?
Hello,
Hey
hello.
guys.
We're
G-
good.
GG's. That was a very entertaining
Yeah.
set. It was pretty.
I hear
back
an
and forth.
echo.
You might have the stream open.
Yeah, do you have the stream open?
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is.
Silly. Sorry.
Because we don't hear an echo.
Okay.
First question, because we've seen one other team do the double cav. Do you guys just prefer that, or you not really have like a second flank archer player?
We talked about it. Actually, we didn't get a chance to practice too much for various
Okay.
reasons. And Lily is more confident with calves, so we wanted to try that. But I think Archer Cav is a better combo overall, so we might switch later on. Not
Okay.
sure.
And
Yeah, we
then-
imagined her 1v1 dominating.
Yeah, we were kind of saying in the casters, I think double scouts or double cav is kind of one of those things where it looks really good if it works, right?
Yep.
Like, and it can work. There's a
Game
reason
2,
that
it
the
looked
strategy
really
is
good.
still in the game. Yeah. Yeah, right. Game 2 is
Yeah.
a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even in game 2, I think if they made 3-4 spears early on, it would have been very different. They
I
didn't
think
make
so.
spears. Yeah. So it's also easier to counter if you go just scouts on one side.
Right. I agree. And it seems like they threw a lot at you in those games, Lily. The pressure was on your side. 2v1's
Yes.
kind of even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First game, actually, I was surprised that Hesty and we could not push blue, even though we were 2v1, because we
Yes.
didn't micro our units properly. So he could hold, and we died on the other side.
I think it was the hill was big,
Yeah.
and like the engagement. You guys might have needed armor on those scouts even, because the numbers
Yes.
he had, he did really well. He kind of won the 1v2. While the other
Yeah.
side, you can't really win a 1v2 with scouts against scout archer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. So
Yeah.
And I wasted time running to her base. I should not. So rather just a 2v1 blue.
yeah, because you might have kept him down right from the beginning. I see.
Yeah.
What you're
Yep.
saying.
Yeah.
It's rough.
And I think the biggest factor is our sheep are lamed, so we are up late, much later.
Yeah. I ended up only finding 3 sheep, and I was like 6 on berries in Dark Age.
Did they say how many sheep they stole?
No, but they picked Mongols kind of for that reason, which I sort of like. They both went forward your guys' direction and kind of
Yeah.
had an easier time finding your stuff than you guys did because of the
Yeah.
Mongols.
Actually, when I went to Blue's base, he had not scouted his own sheep.
Oh, that's interesting. You got
Full
something on
lane.
him.
Yeah, but I got those in Feudal Age, so it wasn't that useful.
I really should have banned or picked Mongols.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and next round it's gonna be Team Acropolis opener. You guys probably haven't practiced that either, but
But we will practice.
nice. And anyone on stream too, like other teams. I know you guys are new, and the team you just played, a lot of us don't know either of these teams. We all practice all the time, like a lot of these teams in this community. So there's a channel in Discord if you guys want to practice. Usually it's teams on opposite sides of the bracket or that aren't facing each other too soon.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
feel free
I
to.
guess we
Yeah,
we
we
just
want to
have busy
practice.
jobs.
Yeah, we had some work-related stuff preventing us from practicing too much.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's
worries,
all
man.
cleared out now, so hopefully.
Nice.
I gotta say, Golden Pit was domination. I mean, you guys looked fantastic. On
Yeah.
Golden Pit,
I
especially.
saw blue in the first game, so this time I put the third archery in. Just like I'm not gonna die this time.
Well, so that was actually a different guy. They switched
Mhm.
flank and pocket.
Yeah,
For
we
that
know
second
we know
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
It confused me. I was like, wait, that's not.
yeah.
yeah. So they switched, but I knew that they go pretty aggressive and very fast builds, so I put an extra archery range so that pocket can help Lily from the beginning, and it
Yeah,
worked.
you had an unkillable archer mass in Castle Age. I mean, that thing was just a thorn through the tall bases.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite impressive.
Third game, Phil's castle time with castle ready to go. That build was insane. That destroyed us.
And
Yeah.
that's the worst thing you can have in African clearing, being next to a Korean. If the Korean's way across the map, it's not that scary. But
Yeah.
when they can just plop that thing on you, we knew you were in big trouble from that moment.
Yeah, Spanish or Korean next to you is too hard to deal with.
And I think we failed to stop the other castle drop near our base. I mean, Hestia did try to wall around it, but they still ended up.
That's so annoying. We underestimate his ability to stack like 10 war wagons in one side.
Yeah, now you
Yeah.
guys
Oh my God.
had an amazing deny at one point, just barely. Like I think you were behind, but it was a cool moment. The castle you did stop. It eventually went up.
Yeah.
But
It was 99.7%.
yeah, 99.75. Like it needed
Yeah.
like a
Wow.
little millisecond of a bill, and you guys stopped it.
We gave you a nice highlight for the tournament.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
did.
yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, keep your heads high. I'm also in the losers bracket, so I mean, it happens, right? So,
Yeah,
but, I mean, I think you guys played really
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah, it's still fun. That's the best part.
Yeah.
and you got another week to figure it out, get better, practice, all that stuff. I think you guys are only going to get better at these maps that you're probably not used to, seeing that
Mhm.
you don't have work
Yeah.
as much work and all that. So good luck, guys. It was a very entertaining set. Well played. Wish you the best of luck in round 2.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys, and thanks for hosting.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right, man. This has been an entertaining round 1. Epic games.
Yeah, that's been great. Great set.
That game wasn't even that close, and it was pretty entertaining still. I'm gonna update the brackets, and we'll take a look at where things stand, and then we'll end the stream. So, raiding party and Team TAW. Team TAW 2-1. Let's take a look. Raiding party falls down to face the drunken potatoes, and
Tall's got a giant ahead of them.
yeah, TAW's got. They're gonna have their hands full with Meme Machine. But someone in chat pointed out, I think it was Hunting, because they're good on African clearing and Team Acropolis, anything can happen.
Cowboy Bob is a fast resigner.
Yeah, like I wouldn't count them out. I think they're definitely underdogs, but it could be a big upset. It's maybe not likely, but it's totally possible. And we haven't seen these teams against like teams that we're familiar with. This was two unknown teams kind of fighting each other, so hard to size them up to see where they're at compared to some of these other teams.
Yeah, I think Bob might quit out a little bit in 1v1s as well, where it's only affecting him. I think in this set he'll keep playing.
He'll play on.
Yeah.
Right. I'm such a tryhard. I'd never like to give up unless we are dead. I know there was a game against Magic where I called it on Arabia in the game 1, and I watched the replay and I had the game 1. I said, okay, never again. Never again am I calling a game early. Play on, play on, play on. You never know what's going on or how far ahead you might be. But anyways, I mean, pretty fun stream. I think people are going to be excited to see you against something next week or whenever the match happens to be. I mean, this might be another 2-week round.
All your viewers probably think I'm like bipolar. Because I think I was fairly chilled for the streams. And then in the game, I'm like cussing and everything.
Where was the rage, man? Where was it? What we were all looking forward to.
I don't know any of these people that well. If I come back to cast again and like it's Hunting X's team or something, I'll get ragey.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything to any of these people. I don't know them.
Right, we were just trying to figure it out. Like, wait, who is that? It was cool though. I think you did well. I was struggling a little bit too with the new people. And yeah, looking forward to next week. But other than that, thanks for casting. Good luck with your next round. And I will be playing tomorrow.
Good luck tomorrow. Yeah.
Thank you. So I'll post in Discord the link and the updates on how it's all gonna work. I don't know if there will be spy cams. We'll see about that. But anyways, GG guys. See y'all later.
See y'all.